Hey guys, how's it going? Clogs here again with another episode of my FC26 Jose's Redemption Journeyman Glory Hunter-esque save. If you're not familiar with what this is and you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, please check them out now before we carry on through this one so you know what is going on. There will be a link to the series playlist in the description down below, so click that now and go and check out the previous 3 episodes so you know what is going on. But for those of you who have seen all of the other episodes, you will know that we are full swing into this save now. We had a bit of a mixed episode in the last one. I say that because even though we won every single game, well, apart from one game, but that one game was a bit of a pain to lose because it was in the Coppa Italia, and of course we got knocked out by Bologna on penalties. A bit of a poor penalty shootout on our part, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. We're out now, so we can only go forward and we have to put our full focus now into the league. And the Champions League, of course, is another one that we are still in, but I think I'm going to fully focus on get the Serie A title out of the way, and then the Champions League we've got plenty of time to go and win that. But if we can get the league out of the way in the first season, that will be a great start to this save. So in today's episode then, we are starting off with a game in the Champions League. We have got Benfica. Now it's the second game in that competition. We got a draw in the previous episode against Monaco, so it was a good start, I'd say, away from Monaco. I say good, could have been better, could have won it, but I'll take a draw from Monaco in that one, and if we can go on and beat Benfica today, then that would be a fantastic start in this competition. We then have a couple of league games today, so we've got 3 league games and some tough ones. We start off with a game against AC Milan at home, so that is not going to be an easy game whatsoever. We will then play Como, another game that's not going to be easy. We will then sim the Champions League game against Rosenborg. Hopefully we will be in a good position to do that, of course, against Benfica next, and then we will have a final played game against Lazio, so another difficult game. So difficult episode, but if we can continue the form we've been in the league, then hopefully it will be a successful episode. So this is where we currently stand, and we set in 3rd, which is a really good start, to be fair. We've only played the 5 games, but we've won 3 of them and drawn the other 2, so we're still undefeated in the league. However, so are Napoli above us in 1st there. They've had an even better start, 2 points in front of us, and Cremonese. I could struggle to say that name then, but yeah, they've had a really good start, to be fair. Very surprising to see them up in 2nd, but obviously we just want to focus on ourselves, and if we can continue this form in today's episode, then we should hopefully end the episode maybe top. We shall see how it goes. And as for the Champions League, then after that one game played, we are sat in 17th, but like I said, it's early days. We want to play that one game, and to pick up a draw, I'd say an okay result, so hopefully we can push on and get a win in the game next against Benfica, and then hopefully that will put us in a good position. Right then guys, let's get into this first game then against Benfica. But before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss anything else from this series and my channel. And this is our lineup then heading into this first game. We've had a bit of fitness issues heading into this one, so it's a bit rotated. Goblin Miners is going to start a little bit tired, but we'll probably take him off at half time. Hopefully he can have the impact he's had so far this season in this first half and give us something to hold on to going into the second one. I shall show you the Benfica lineup next. Let's go pick up 3 points in the Champions League, please. The Benfica lineup then for this game. So Trubin in goal, Alexander Barr, Otamendi, Araujo and Dahl as the back 4, with Rios and Manu Silva as the 2 holding midfielders. Luca Bacchio, Armindo Tunebanga, or Bruma. I was reading his name rather than the abbreviated name, so Bruma. Pavlovidis and Ivanovic are the 2 strikers then, so some decent players in there, and hopefully we can pick up the first 3 points in this Champions League competition this season here. We should do, because we're home, so let's see if we can. Cup Miners, McKennie some space out here. Vlahovic has made a run, we'll try and get it into him. We've got it into him. Early chance here for us then, strike from Vlahovic, and it's good save from Trubin. I was trying to get in the far post, but Vlahovic went near post, and the goalkeeper had a strong hand onto it. But there was an early chance for us then, using his strength, lays it back off to Dahl, back to Ivanovic, back to Dahl, inside to Manu, Rios, ball into Plavadis. Oh my god, he scored. And Benfica take the lead. We had an early chance and they went up the other end, and Pavlidis has actually put it in the back of the net, which is very disappointing. It was nice and just good play by them. We couldn't get anywhere near them, and then this pass in, the strike, is actually fantastic. To loop it over the goalkeepers, one hell of a finish by Pavlidis. Di Gregorio probably should have done a bit better though. I think he should have got a strong hand onto that. He didn't. And I meant it looped over and went to the back of the net, and Jose Mourinho is not happy. We're not happy. So we've got to come from behind if we're going to get anything from this game. The good thing is, though, it is still early. Locatelli, good ball into McKennie, will go out to Zagova. We'll try and get this ball in, looking for David into Vlahovic. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. It's probably even better than theirs one. And Vlahovic gets an equaliser then. 1-1 it is here, 22 minutes in. Nice bit of play from us. And it was actually, this cross was actually fantastic. I was actually looking for Vlahovic, I will admit. But it found David, who headed it down to Vlahovic. And that first time strike from him to put it past the goalkeeper on the volley. Easy finish. I say easy, it's not easy. It's not easy to do that. I just meant it was a nice delicate finish. And Vlahovic makes it 1-1, and hopefully we can go and push on from that now and get another one. Benfica can have an opportunity by the looks of it. Yeah, it has gone beyond the 1 minute added time by the ref, but he's decided to let him go, and he's still decided to let him go. If they score from here, I'll be very annoyed. It did happen for us in the previous game, in the previous episode. Although we lost the ball again. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. Should have just booted it. Dahl, strike, save. We're into 5 minutes here from the added 1, and the ref is allowing this corner, which is very annoying. Ball comes in, header, it's a free header, saved, thank God that doesn't go in, he's got to blow now, and he does. Oh my God, the ref, like I was mentioning just now, did do that for us in the previous episode, although it didn't come to anything in the end, because it was actually in that Coppa Italia game, which we ended up losing on penalties. But that was ridiculous. Fair enough, the attack was still going, but once the goalkeeper made the original save and it went out for a corner, he should not have allowed that corner to be taken. He did, and then Benfica had another opportunity, and lucky enough, Di Gregorio was there to save that one as well. So 1-0 at half time. Lukebakio then, Kaluda's going to lose the ball, and Lukebakio's got the ball back. Opportunity for Benfica, good tackle from Gatti, he's fallen back to Ivanovic, and this score anyway. Oh, in the second half, it's been a bit poor from me, mainly. Benfica have actually been the team more likely to score, and score they have now. And they've made it 2-1. We are looking at a defeat here if we don't wake up a bit. Unfortunately, there for them, for us, that they managed to just get the ball back. It was just a foot in, and then it fell to Ivanovic, who then had the easy opportunity to just put the ball in the back of the net, which is what he does, and we are 2-1 down, which is very annoying. 30 seconds left, and it looks like we are going to lose the first game in open play this season, but it means that this Champions League campaign has got off to a very poor start. We might even make it 3, but they won't. We'll get this ball away. No, we won't. Apparently we won't. Well, now we'll get it away, and we will just accept defeat. 2-1 at home is not ideal, not a good start. And like I said, not a very good start in the Champions League now after this. If we had won this, it would have been a decent start. But losing this has made it a poor start. So we'll head into the next game then, and hopefully we can just bounce back from this one. It is in the league, and it's not going to get any easier. It's actually against AC Milan in the league. So if we perform like that, we're going to lose that one as well. We need to wake up. I need to wake up. So let's go and wake up. Okay then, for the first league game of this episode, AC Milan's lineup: Mike Maignan in goal, Gabbia, Tomori, De Winter as the back three, Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, Rabiot and Kunku are the middle four, and then in front of them is Luka Modric on the right, Afif on the left and Jimenez up through the middle. Now, they've obviously got some very good players, this AC Milan team. Rafael Leao on the bench for some reason. Salamakers is another good player. Fofana there, Estupinan. So some good, decent players in this squad, and they are very dangerous. And like I said, if we play like we just did against Benfica, we are going to lose this game. This is our lineup then. We are back to our strongest lineup after some fitness issues in that game. So hopefully will mean that we can perform a bit better, because, well, I say a bit better, a lot better, because we didn't perform well at all in that game. So let's see how it goes, and let's see if we can continue our fine form in the league. Undefeated. Let's continue that. Couple minors. Plays a nice ball into David. They just let him go through and he scores. If you're going to give David that much time, if you're going to let him just cruise on through your defence, then he is going to put it in the back of the net. Gets his 4th goal of this campaign. Of course, he had a hat-trick. So he did get a hat-trick in the previous episode. So that's his only scored in 2 games this season. But like I said, if you let him have that much space, he's going to punish you. And AC Milan do. And thankfully, he does score. And we do make it 1-0. So let's push on and hopefully get another goal just to make sure of it. But this AC Milan side have got a bit of a leaky defence because their formation is a bit strange. But so we should be able to exploit that a bit more with Jonathan David. And that's what we've done so far. So let's continue it. Plays it back to Pulisic. Jimenez. Loftus-Cheek. Good tackle to Ram again. Conceição. David. Couple minors out to Conceição. I think he's on. He is. Conceição to make it 2 and does off the post. This AC Milan side are very, very shaky on the break because we have made it 2-0 now from 2 counter-attacks. I'll take it all day long, but I think we can exploit it even more, and maybe this scoreline could turn into a bit of a rout if they're not careful. First corner of the game then goes to us. Can we make it 3 from it? Ball comes in. Thuram's got a free header. Oh, that's a good save. He probably should have scored, actually. He had so much space again. And lucky enough for them, it was a bit of a poor header. But here they come then. Rafael has come on at half-time. And here he comes driving with a nice ball in. It's a good interception from Cambiasso. And it's easy into the goalkeeper's hands. But this game is looking a bit back and forth, which suits us, to be honest, because like I mentioned a lot in the first half, this AC Milan side are not very structurally strong defensively. Couple minors looking for David, does chest it down nicely, lay that off into Yildiz, we'll go back to Ram, we'll take a strike save, this should be 3. Oh, Conceição has kicked it straight back into the goalkeeper's hands. It was an open net. If you put it anywhere else, it was a goal. Oh my god. Right, so the ref's just given a penalty for what I can only say is the stupidest bit of play I've seen in a long time on this game. I say on any game, if I do give this. I don't know what he's doing here. He just takes it back and then he doesn't even pass it. He takes a touch and then the goalkeeper just wants to get rid of it because Openda's blazing down on him, and then he just blasts it against his arm. Yeah, I think I'm just going to overturn this just because it's stupid. And is it really a penalty? I mean, not really, is it? So I think we'll overturn that, so it will remain 2-0 for now. Heading to the final minute of the game then, it is 2-0 and we are going to win this. Hopefully we can get a clean sheet, but Milan are going to come forward and try and make sure that we don't, but hopefully we keep it. We've won the game either way. Salmakers lays it back off to Leao. I think the ref's about to give a penalty he is as well. Oh my god. I mean, again, we're into the 93rd minute. I know that Milan were on the attack. That's very annoying to give away a penalty. It is, because I don't even... The action that he makes there to move the hand onto the ball, it's a penalty, which is very annoying. We have won the game, but AC Milan might get a goal back, and they don't. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on in this game. Somehow that didn't go in. They hit the post, it's hit the goalkeeper, and it's rolled on the line for what felt like an eternity. But in the end, it didn't go in, and the goalkeeper gathers it, and the ref blows the whistle. So 2-0, We didn't really have to do much in that game. I wouldn't say we played amazingly. It was just AC Milan were just so poor. They just didn't offer anything really going forward. And defensively, they were a bit, especially in the first half, they were awful. In the second half, maybe I took my foot off the gas a little bit, but they were a little bit more structurally sound. But other than that, I'll take it. 3 points. Bit of a comical end to it with that penalty that we had that was overturned, of course, from just a stupid bit of play from them, and then the penalty that they got, which was a penalty, and like I said, in the end it just was a bit of a strange one. But we'll head into the next game now, which I believe is against Como again in the league. So hopefully we can continue this undefeated form we've got going in the league and pick up another 3 points. The Como lineup then for this game: Butez in goal, Smolich, Diego Carlos, Kempf and Moreno as the back four. Then Kakare and Perón as the defensive midfielders. They got Jesus Rodriguez on the right, Hassan Diao on the left, Simon Verdi as the cam, and then Alvaro Morata up top. Morata, of course, has played in multiple different teams, and Juventus is being one of his former sides. They've got some options on the bench, with Sergio Roberto being the standout. Our lineup is exactly as it was then, so we are going with a lineup. There's no point changing it. We're undefeated with this lineup so far this season, so let's go and continue that in this game. But it's not going to be easy. This Como team under Cesc Fabregas are a good side, so let's get these 3 points and continue this fine form we've got going in the league. Good block. Oh, he's given a free kick. I thought he gave a penalty then. Free kick to Como then in the 11th minute. It's a good opportunity here for them, and it's an opportunity they take. Verdi puts it past the goalkeeper. It was a handball that the ref gave the penalty right on the edge of the line. It was so close to being a penalty, which we could have then maybe overturned. But of course, I can only overturn handball penalties. Anything else, I cannot. And it meant that they got a free kick, and Verdi put him to the back of the net. And we go 1-0 down in this one. Thuram. Jean-Mario Yildiz. Cross. Cup Miners. Oh, what a header. And it's 1-0, and it's that man again. Cup Miners gets his first goal of the episode, but 5th goal in 7 appearances in the league. Fantastic he's been, and it was a hell of a goal. It was a nice bit of build-up play again down the right-hand side. It ended up with Yildiz, who put the cross into the box, just lifted it in there, and I could just see it from a mile away. Cup Miners was going to win the header, and once he did, there was no chance for the goalkeeper, and we get level in this game. Let's push and get another one. Good tackle. Cup Miners over the top, looking for Conceição. I believe he's on. He is. What a ball that is, and it should be 2, and is. And just like that, we've turned the game on its head. Another fantastic bit of play from Cup Miners. I actually think he was the one who originally won the ball as well, which was fantastic. He won the ball, bit of play, ended up with it, ball over the top, looking for Conceição. Perfect pass, perfect first touch, and a very nice finish on his right foot to put it past the goalkeeper. And we have, like I said, turned the game on its head, so hopefully we can, from this position, we should definitely go on and win it. Cross, Yildiz is in there, David, 3-0, almost 3-1, but the ref has deemed, I think, a handball from Yildiz on the original header, which is a bit disappointing, but we look threatening yet again. Some space out there for Yildiz, lays it back off to Cup Miners, cross, blocked, hand, penalty. It looked a handball to me. As soon as it happened, I was like, that looks like a handball. We'll obviously have another look at it. Okay, so I'm looking at this, guys, and it's a difficult one because it bounces off his knee onto his hand, right? Usually I'd say no penalty because there's nothing you can do about it. The reason that I'm leaning almost towards giving this is that I don't really know what his stance is. I don't know why his arms are so far away from his body, and I think if his arms were a bit closer where they probably should be more natural, because his arms I wouldn't say are in a natural position there. It wouldn't be a penalty because it probably would still hit his hand if his arm was a bit tighter to his body or a bit more natural, but it wouldn't be. But because his arms are sort of in a weird position, and I mean in the end his fingers go into the ball, which we will ignore, I think I'm going to have to give this because his arms are just a bit odd, a bit of an odd one, that one. So I am going to give it as a penalty. You guys let me know if you would have done the same. Like I said, I'm trying to be as unbiased as I possibly can, but I just think his arms are just in a weird position. Right, Locatelli's on it. We'll give it to Cook Miners. Can he get another goal? We'll go left. And the penalty is saved anyway, so whether you agree with that penalty or not, we've missed it. Heading to the last 5 minutes then, it is still 2-1 here. Despite us missing a penalty, they haven't really offered much going the other way. Here they come though with Diao. Can he get around his man? He can't. John Mayer with good tackle. And if we can just hold on and keep it the way it is, we should pick up 3 points. If we can make it a third, then just to make it safe, I'll be very happy. But I do still anticipate us winning this game from this position. Kakare, ball over the top, final minute then, here come Como. I probably jinxed myself in the previous highlight, although we have won the ball back. And it is going to be a 2-1 victory, and we remain undefeated in the league. It's a really good, strong start in the league campaign. We've played some very good sides as well. To be in this position is fantastic. In the other competitions, not so great. Of course, we're out of the Coppa Italia, and the Champions League has been there. But speaking of the Champions League, that is going to be the next game, which we are going to sim. I know we've had a poor start, but I still think simming the game against Rosenborg, we should be winning it. Let's see if that's the case. Okay, then this is our lineup to face Rosenborg. Then we've had to rotate a bit because of fitness. So we got Jagogru in goal, Cabal, Gatti, Kelly, João Mario, McKennie, Locatelli, David out on the left, Thuram in the cam, Zagova on the right, and then Openda up top. Like I said, we are going to sim. This is going to be the first sim game of the season. What I'm going to do this season is sim them as the interactive sim, like I usually do it in my saves if you're not familiar, but I will just show you any highlights that come up. That's their lineup then. We should be winning this. Hopefully we can get our first win in the Champions League. But simming a game can go either way. Last 15 minutes here, then nothing has happened in this game. We're still 0-0, and we've just kicked the ball straight out, which is very frustrating. At the minute, it does look like we're going to get another draw in the Champions League, which isn't ideal. I thought we'd definitely go and win this, even simming it, but it doesn't look like that's the case. As long as we don't lose it, then it's not the worst thing in the world, but like I said, this has not been a great start to this Champions League campaign as they get a shot away. Last 2 minutes then, still 0-0 here. Looks like that it's either going to be 0-0 or 1-0 to them, because, oh my god, they almost made it 1-0 right at the end then. Not great then to draw that, especially at home against Rosenborg. Tops off what has been a very poor start to this Champions League campaign. Right, we'll head into the final game of the episode then, which we will play against Lazio in the league, and hopefully we can continue this fine form we've got going in the league and get yet another victory. The Lazio lineup then for this final game of the episode: Ivan Provedel in goal, Marosic, Romagnoli, Gila and Pellegrini as the back four. Then they've got Guendouzi, Delibashiru and Rovella as the narrow middle three, with Zagani on the right, Castellanos up through the middle, and then Fares out on the left. So a decent Lazio side. Lazzari on the bench as well, Vicinho, Noslin, Cataldi, Haysaj, Dia, Pedro of course, Tavares and Mandas as their backup goalkeeper, I believe. So a very, very good Lazio side. Our lineup is as usual in the league. It's our starting strongest lineup. So we're hoping that we can continue. We've faced some good sides already this season and come out on top. So hopefully this is another one where that will be the case. Cup Miners, Locatelli. Oh, that must have been so close to going into that top corner. Inches wide. First chance of the game then. It was a nice layoff to him. And he probably should have scored. I know it was far out, but he had so much space in front of him. He probably should have put that into the top corner. Didn't. and hopefully we don't come to regret that miss. 0-0 still. Got minors. David. Got minors. Back to David. Oh my god, he does get there. I didn't think he was getting there, and in the end he did. I think he was on the stretch, and that's probably why it's ended up going over the bar. Yeah, he just got there before the defender. And unfortunately, because he kind of got his foot underneath the ball, it goes over the bar. But we look dangerous on the break yet again. Cut minors to get away, and now Yildiz has got some space to run into. We look over the top looking for Jonathan David. He does get there first. What a first touch that is. What a touch. David, oh, he should have scored. It was a really good first touch, and in the end it was an easy save for the goalkeeper, although they're giving the ball straight back to us. Cup minors, Yildiz, strike, save again by Providel. To Ram, Cup minors, Conceição. Oh, that's the first chance of the second half. It's been pretty poor game, really. We've had opportunities in the first half, but ever since about the 35th minute or so, it's just been both teams trying to do something. It's breaking down. We've got a chance here. I believe Vlahovic is onside. He is onside, and we do finally break through. As I'm saying, how poor this game has been. Lazio give me the ball, and Vlahovic gets his second goal of the campaign. Not in all competitions, just in the Serie A, because he has scored in Champions League. Very poor pass, and then he was in, and it's a nice finish, and we finally score. A bit of luck is what we need, and so far in the league this season, we are fantastic. We are absolutely brilliant in the league. It's just in every other competition we're a bit but it is what it is. I'll take it. If we can win Serie A in the first season, then that'll be a very big tick off. And anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Still early on, but so far we are fantastic, and we haven't won this game yet, so let's go and finish this game off, and then we shall be in a very good position. Corner to Lazio then in the 72nd minute. Cross comes in. Castellanos with a header, and it was travelling, but it was a good save by the goal. Oh my god. Oh my god, we almost gifted Lazio a way back into this game. They gifted us the first goal. I almost gave them the goal back. Castellanos. Oh, what a pass. Sakani, oh my god, he's just smashed that in to the top corner. The pass to him was fantastic. And Sakani gets a goal back. He's grabbed the ball, he wants another one. Hopefully he doesn't get another one. And 2 minutes to go then, we've let them get through. They haven't done anything all game. And then all of a sudden, there was one pass through, and Sakani made sure of it. And then some. What a striker. There was no chance for the goalkeeper saving that. Absolutely batters it into the goal. And disappointed for us then. We've not been great in this game, but I did feel comfortable. I thought we'd go on and win 1-0, but it wasn't to be, and we've given the ball away again. And it does look like it is going to be a draw. I don't know how much time it's given. Is 2. There goes the final whistle. And yeah, disappointing then in the end. It would have been nice to go and win that, but we've actually drawn it. Still haven't lost in the league so far this season, but from that position with 2 minutes to go, we definitely should have won it. So we end up with a draw to end the episode. We shall go and see now what that has meant for the league table. Okay then, so this is how the league table is looking, and as you can already see, if we had just gone and held on to that result against Lazio, we would have been top of the table. So now, as it stands, we are sat in 3rd because Napoli got absolutely battered by Inter, who have leapfrogged both of us and gone into 1st. So Inter beat them 4-1, so it means that now Inter are top, joint top then, if you only top on goal difference. The joint top with Napoli in with 19 points, and we are only that 1 point behind. But it's just frustrating to see. If we had just held on, we would have been top of the league to end the episode. In the Champions League then, that is where we maybe need to worry a little bit. We have yet to win a single game. We've drawn 2 and lost the 1, of course, losing that game today against Benfica to start the episode off. Yeah, we definitely need to maybe put a little bit more focus into that to maybe give ourselves a chance to advance at least. I think personally I would rather focus more on the league this season, because I think we have a good opportunity to go and maybe tick off that Serie A title in season number 1. Okay then, in the next episode then, we have 3 Serie A games and 1 Champions League game. 4 games altogether. We're going to play every single one of them. We'll start off with a played game against Udinese, We will then play Cremonese, who are high-flying Cremonese at the minute. They are up there. We will then have a very important game that I feel that we definitely need to play if we want to maybe do a little bit better in the Champions League against Bodo Glimt, and then we will finish off with another played game against Torino. But that is where we shall wrap up this episode then, guys. If you did enjoy, please remember to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss anything else from this series and my channel. And also, guys, just to remind you that I do live stream all of these episodes over on Twitch, so if you want to come and join me live as I make them, there will be a link to my Twitch in the description down below, as well as a link to my Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, because I always put on there when I'm going live, so I let you guys know when I'm live. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch and also on Twitter. But overall, this episode has been an okay one. In the Champions League, not so good, but in the league we are still high flying, still undefeated. I'll take that all day long. If we could have just held on to that victory in the last game against Lazio, we would have ended today's episode on top, but it is what it is. We are now in a 3-horse race at the moment with Inter and Napoli. We're doing okay. But anyway, guys, that is enough from me for today's episode. I shall see you in the next one. I've been Clonks, and remember, guys, take care.